This cat in a tiny crochet hat is actually doing more than just looking like the most stylish cat you've ever seen. He's helping to create a world where cats can live without chronic pain. And the little hat is a crucial part of his very important work in the field of feline science. Veterinary researchers have always had trouble with cats immediately ripping off any sensors placed on them, which meant they could only study brain activity in sedated cats. Since sedation alters how cats perceive sensations, researchers could never accurately understand their pain or whether treatments were really helping. With 1 in 4 cats suffering from osteoarthritis in adulthood, researchers needed a solution. And scientists at the University of Montreal found some unexpected inspiration when they came across this YouTube tutorial for a crochet cat hat. They picked up their hooks and yarn and got to crocheting, and then securely placed brain monitoring sensors inside of the finished products. The participating cats actually embraced their tiny hats, allowing researchers to monitor their brain activity while they were fully awake for the first time ever. The only hiccup was that some cats were so cozy that they did fall asleep, and the vibrations from their happy purrs interfered with the recordings, so researchers had to wait for them to finish their naps. But in the end, thanks to these snuggly science hats, we can now see exactly how cats' brains respond to different pleasant sensations like touch, smell, and light, which will help develop safe and effective ways to manage chronic pain going forward. When a stray cat started coming by a couple's home in Indianapolis, they had absolutely no idea how much of an emotional roller coaster they were in for. Moot the cat was initially shy and scared, but Christine and Adam spent months building trust with her using the power of food. And when she finally let them get close, they brought her in for what they thought would be a routine vet visit, only to find that she was actually expecting 5 kittens. Despite being swamped with their own wedding preparations, Christine and Adam prioritized Moot and made sure she had a safe foster home to deliver her babies. And after helping each kitten find their perfect family, they decided that little Mootsie was meant to be a part of theirs. So everything was going perfectly until it wasn't. While Christine and Adam were on their honeymoon, Moot decided that she wanted a vacation too, and she vanished through a screen door at her cat sitter's house in Illinois. What followed was 6 months of heartache, with hundreds of flyers posted, countless sleepless nights checking shelter reports, and Christine and Adam followed every possible lead, no matter how small the chance seemed. Just when it started to feel like they would have to accept that Moot was really gone, a neighbor just a mile and a half from the cat sitter's home spotted a familiar face and lured her into their garage. Equipped with Moot's favorite toy, Christine and Adam rushed to Illinois and had an emotional reunion with their 4-legged family member. Now back home where she belongs, Moot is living her best life, and she's even been posting on her own social media page called Miracle Moots. Staff members at a Colorado animal shelter were a little alarmed when they saw what appeared to be a sentient beanbag chair sneaking around one of the cat rooms. Upon closer investigation, they discovered that it was just Theodore, their newest feline resident who had decided to turn himself into a turtle. Theodore is a senior cat who came to Cat Care Society as a shy little guy with his fair share of social anxiety. So as an innovative and solutions-oriented kitty, he went ahead and claimed an entire beanbag as his personal mobile safety shell. Other cats don't always realize that Theodore is in turtle mode, so he has been sat on a few times by roommates trying to use the beanbag as a bed, but he is safe from being accidentally stepped on by workers, as they've added a do not disturb sign to his beanbag as a reminder that it doubles as his house. Luckily, Theodore has gained more confidence and he's started leaving his protective shell more and more. Staff started documenting whether he was having a turtle day where he preferred to remain hidden, or a brave day where he ventured out to explore. In turn, Theodore became an inspiration to countless people online, with viewers commenting things like, "If Theo can be brave today, then so can I." Theodore the turtle cat is still awaiting his forever home at Cat Care Society, and shelter staff have confirmed that his beanbag shell will be included in the adoption package. This rock climbing cat is not only an employee of Bulbaka Bouldering Gym in Japan, she's also one of their top athletes. Lala's life started out a little bit rocky, as she was found as a kitten dodging traffic in front of the gym. The staff took her in and bestowed upon her the prestigious title of gym manager. As a social cat, Lala excelled at greeting guests and overseeing gym operations, but she knew that she was destined for greater heights. At first, she practiced by jumping on shelves around the gym and playing with ropes, just honing in her feline agility. And slowly but surely, Lala started tackling the rock wall, using the handholds just like her human counterparts. And with each attempt, she climbed higher and higher. And finally, the day came when Lala reached the summit, proving that she wasn't just a cute face, she was a force to be reckoned with on the rock wall. These days, Lala still works at the gym, but she's traded in some of her climbing time for her supervisory duties and the occasional cat nap. This cat adopted an entire elementary school when she showed up one day and decided to enroll full-time. Sila first showed up at Outwoods Primary School in Warwickshire 6 years ago, just like any other student, except that she had whiskers and she hadn't packed a lunch. After students welcomed her with a cozy blanket, she decided to make perfect attendance her personal mission, never missing a day of class. When staff discovered that they had an unauthorized student roaming the halls, they took her to the vet to check for a microchip, concerned that she might be someone's lost pet. As it turns out, Sila did have a microchip and a previous family, but when they were contacted, they said that they couldn't care for her and were happy to transfer ownership. So on that day, Sila became the first four-legged student to ever enroll at Outwoods, and she's truly made the school feel like a home. She's decided that the library is her favorite spot to be. So for her birthday, Sila's social media fans donated £5,000 worth of new books, completely restocking the school's shelves. And of course, as the library cat, Sila is always available to help students practice reading out loud in a judgment-free environment. As judgment-free as a cat can be anyways. Staff members say that Sila truly seems to have an instinct for seeking out the students who need her the most. Looking back, it seems like Sila knew exactly what she was doing when she picked out her forever home. Breaking news, Chef Gary is ramping up her biscuit production ahead of the holiday season, and she's recently expanded her operation in what industry experts are calling the most ambitious pastry stand renovation in feline culinary history. The enterprising chef's new diner features premium kneading stations and enhanced biscuit making capabilities. And to meet increasing delivery demands, Chef Gary has officially partnered with BreadX, a revolutionary biscuit transportation service. Sources say that the chef's hat fell off 147 times during opening week inspections alone. Despite the business expansion, Chef Gary maintains her commitment to quality, insisting on personally kneading each order to perfection. When asked about her growing biscuit empire, Chef Gary appeared too busy to answer and simply continued making biscuits to keep up with demand. Customers praised the chef's dedication, noting that even with her fancy new upgrades, each order still comes with Gary's signature personal touch, a tiny paw print of quality assurance. The expansion has allowed Gary to add several new items to her menu, though her classic biscuits remain the unanimous customer favorite, with millions of orders already placed for the upcoming month. This pilot unexpectedly adopted a kitten in the middle of a flight, while he was in the process of rescuing nearly 150 other animals. Southwest Airlines pilot Matthew Prebish says that he's always considered himself more of a dog person, but when he met this kitten, she just caught his heart. Teaming up with Greater Good Charities and Lucky Dog Animal Rescue, Captain Matt volunteered to help empty the shelters in areas affected by Hurricanes Helene and Milton by flying existing shelter residents to other rescues around the country, creating space at those affected shelters for all the newly displaced pets that were lost when the hurricanes hit. After landing in Milwaukee, weather delays gave Matt the time to mingle with his four-legged passengers, and that's when he spotted Avery pressed up against the side of her crate. She kept meowing at him as if she were trying to get his attention, and once he held her, he just knew that they were a match. Though he hadn't planned on adopting, Matt called his wife to discuss it. She immediately approved, saying that she kind of knew all along that he'd probably be coming home with a new family member. Avery has been settling into her new home perfectly, and the rest of the 95 cats and 52 dogs from the flight will soon be going to their forever homes too. A company in Japan has 10 cats on staff, which is about 1 cat for every 3 human employees, and one of those cat employees even became the highest ranked staff member in the business after successfully climbing the corporate ladder over 20 years. The web development company is called QNote, and the only eligibility requirement on their application is must love cats, because the owner, Nobuyuki, believes that all job skills can be taught, but if you don't like cats, it just won't work out. This all started in 2004 when Nobuyuki adopted and hired Futaba as a junior sales cat. After seeing how much of a positive effect Futaba had on employee morale, he just had to expand the feline workforce. As more rescue cats joined, the office was renovated with lots of climbing and napping spots. And Futaba was promoted to chair cat, managing to outrank even the company's founder. While Futaba did recently pass peacefully at 20 years old, she did an excellent job at training the next professional in line, whose name is Milk the Meownager. Nobuyuki says that he knows having cats in the workplace can be distracting, but he considers that a feature, not a bug. He appreciates how the cats force his human human employees to take breaks, and says that they're actually his secret to fostering a flexible and positive work environment.